Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. We are going to be learning B'siyata D'Shmaya, Shir and Parshas Chayisara. Very, very exciting. And this Shir should be a special schus, L'Refuas Shalom ben Gila, Shoshana bas Siporet Cyril, B'fol Moshe Chaim ben Yafa Shein Achamka. They should all have B'fol Chaim Dov and Risa Shana. They should all have a refuah shleima b'soch sha'ar chole Yisrael. We're going to be basing this shir on the Sefer Di Be'er of Rabbi Yitzchak Manzetzal. It says in the Torah in Perek Chav Dalet Pasuk Aleph, Avram Zakein Ba Bayamim v'Hashem Beirach es Avram Bakol. And Avram was an elderly man, coming in days, and God blessed Avraham with everything. Rashi explains, Bakol, Ola b'gematria ben. When it says the word Bakol with everything, it's gematria 52. And that's the same gematria as ben. Also son is 52. U'me'achar shehaya lo ben, since Avraham Avinu had a son, hayat tzarech lahasio isha. He had to find him a wife, he had to marry him off. Seems pretty straightforward. We know Avram had a son, it was Yitzchak, and he has to marry him off, and then we learn the parasha of him marrying him off. However, it's not so simple at all. Avram Avinu only had a son b'gematria. There are a whole bunch of parashas in the Torah. Ba'arichus, the Gemara Torah goes to great lengths to describe the birth of Yitzchak. We know all about Yitzchak, we don't have to come into a gematria. Look in the Maharal, in the Gur Aryeh, brought in the Sifsei Chachamim in Os Aleph. And we also don't understand, because he has a ben b'gematria, he has to marry him off. If it's ben without a gematria, you don't have to marry him off. Only bens with you have a good gematria there. Bakol, ben, now you have to marry him off. If my parents would have waited for a gematria to marry me off, I might still be single. So we don't need the Hakdama of Hashem Barachas Avram Bakol to explain that he has to marry Yitzchak off. We also have to understand that Pashtus HaPasuk, simple meaning of the Pasuk, is that Avram, God blessed him with everything. Bakol, that's Pshuto Shel Mikra. He was so totally blessed. So what is the Pshuto Shel Mikra, the simple meaning of the text, plain meaning of the text, have to do with the gematria of Ben, that he had to be Mesio Isha. There has to always be a connection between the Pshuto Shel Mikra and how we expound the pasuk. I don't know if there always has to be, but it makes sense that there is. So we can explain based on two premises. Number one, it says in the Gemara in Yevamis and Daf Ayin Tes Amud Aleph that there are three simanim, three signs of the Jewish people. We are Rachmanim, we are Baishanim, and we are Goim Lechasadim. We are merciful, we are bashful, and we are kind. We engage in acts of kindness. Anybody who has any of these three simanim is fitting to cling to this nation. Now this is primarily in the one's innate nature. It has nothing to do with das. It's not intellectual. It's something inborn. And that the Gemara says, if you have these tchunos, roili dabek beumazu, then you're fitting to cling to this nation. And that's why the Drashas Haran writes, famous Drashas Haran, why Avraham Avinu wanted a wife for his son from his family, even though they're of the Avodah Zarah, and not the daughter of Eliezer, who was Dodo and Mashka Mitaris Rabo. And that's because Avraham Avinu wanted a wife for his son who's going to have good midas. So if we're worried about her deos, that her hashkafas aren't good, boy goes out with a girl, he wants her to have good hashkafas. It's important. But back then, they didn't have so many good hashkafas walking around. And you have to choose between deos and hashkafas, between deos, hashkafas, attitudes, and midos. Avraham Avinu said, we're going to go with the midos. Because as far as being an Obed Avodah Zara, so just so then the Getchka is garnished. It's nothing, these fake gods, these idols. But Midos are much harder to change. So he wanted, in the Drusha Chamishi and the Drusha Shnei Masar, Amravinu wanted a girl for his son who's going to have the right Midas. And that's why if you have Baishanim, Rachmanim, Gomle Chasadim, you're oily Dabik, Vumazu. Chazal say, Ein Aram is Dabik Bebaruch. Amravinu said, one who's cursed doesn't cling to one who's blessed. And that corresponds to what it says in the Gemara in Yavamis. It's only somebody who has these midas, these three simanim, these three signs. And that's inborn. And it doesn't come with somebody who's arur, and therefore Yev Shali Dabik Biumazu. That's Hakdama number one. The other Hakdama, the other premise that we are going to use to answer the kashas is that Rashi writes later on, Perak Chofei, Pasuk Yud Aleph, from the Pasuk V'yachor Mois Avram, V'yivorach Elohim es Yitzchak. Dabar Achar Av Pisha Masar, Kodesh Baruch Hu Zabrachas Lavram, Siyari Levarach es Yitzchak, Meshet Safas Esav Yotzei Mimenu. Amar Yavoi Bala Brachos, V'yivorach es Asher Yitav Beinav. Uva Kodesh Baruch Hu Bircho. Is that after Avram died, God blessed Yitzchak. Rashi there says that even though God gave the brachas to Avram, he was afraid to bless Yitzchak because he saw that Esav is coming from him. So he said, the one who is the master of brachas should bless whoever he deems fit. Comes HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he blesses him. Who's him? He blesses Yitzchak. So it's implicit from the language of Rashi that Avram Avinu knew that God was going to bless Yitzchak, but he didn't want to be the one doing it. We have to understand. What is it? Why can Hashem bless Yitzchak even though Esav is going to come from him and not Avraham? And if Avram held that the fact that Yitzchak was going to have an Esav is a chisar in the bracha, that is a fault that would then not justify not having a bracha. So how did Avram Avinu himself get the bracha? Yatsa mimenu Bi-Yishmael. That's the chisar, and Avram Avinu was blessed. He was the Bala brachas. He was the, Rashi says, Masar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, brachas Lavram. He was given the brachas, then he had a Yishmael. So if you hold that having not a good son is chisaron and bracha, then how did Avram Avinu get it? So it would appear from this that a bracha that falls on the entire person, bracha that takes effect on the entire person, it also includes his seed. Anybody who has a nekuda mekulkeles, person has a point of corruption, then the bracha can't be on this point. So if a person has seed, which isn't good seed, then he can't get a bracha in toto. Can't get a complete bracha. Because if you give him the bracha, then this nekuda of ra, evil, is also going to get the bracha. So with respect to Yishmael, it says, Ki Bi-Yitzchak Yikari Lecha Zara. And there is a complete hafka of Yishmael from being the seed of Avraham. So therefore, Avram can be blessed in toto, completely. Because Yishmael is mufka, is precluded from the bracha, from being the seed of Avram. If he's precluded from being the seed of Avram, he also doesn't get the bracha. Now, Esav is also precluded from being part of Yitzchak. It's also excluded. He also is mufka. It says, Ki Bi-Yitzchak Yikar Lecha Zara Bi-Yitzchak V'lo Kol Yitzchak, like the famous Gemara says in Sanhedrin 59b. But this is not a complete hafka. It's not a complete exclusion. In Yitzchak himself, there is a part that gave birth to Esav, and Esav is Misyaches to Yitzchak. Like we see in the Gemara in Kedushin and Daf Yud Ches, Amid Aleph, that Esav is a Din Yisrael Mummer. And I hope that we will have a shir explaining this at length, based on the Be'er Miriam and Chelik Gimel, Perek Yud Halacha Ches and Hilchos Malachim, based on the Ramban in Parashas Devarim, Perek Chav Pasuk Daled, that there's no hafka muchletes, there's not a complete exclusion of Esav from Yitzchak, as there is Ishmael from Avraham. So we see that there's a contrast between how Yishmael was excluded from Avraham and Esav from Yitzchak. Yishmael was completely excluded from Avraham, so Avraham is worthy of a bracha. Esav was not completely excluded from Yitzchak, so Yitzchak can't get the bracha. So there's an akuda of Yitzchak that's not roy the bracha. So therefore, Avraham Avinu did not want to give him the bracha. Let God do it. He knows how to make the bracha precise, only to be chal, only to take effect on what it needs to take effect on. And therefore, Hashem can bless Yitzchak. But Avraham Avinu didn't want to get involved. Because if he blesses Yitzchak, it's going to go automatically on Esav, and he didn't want that. But if Hashem knows how to do it, he can make things exact. Like it says about Shabbos, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu stopped b'diyuk. The moment Shabbos started, Hashem stopped doing his work. Split second. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu can be extremely, as we know, the conditions for the creation of the world were so exact and precise that if anything would have been one iota off, 1 percentage point off, the whole world wouldn't be here. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows how to do things b'diyuk nimratz, with perfect exactitude. So, therefore, Avram didn't want to give Yitzchak the bracha because Esav is still shaykh to Yitzchak on a certain level. So they let God do it. So now we're going to take it a step further. That it says that Avram is Zaken and Hashem Beirach es Avram Bakol, that Avram is an elder and God blessed Avram with everything. What it says is that the bracha of Abraham, Chala Bekula Legamre, Avram Avinu was completely blessed. Hashem Beirach es Avram Bakol. He was completely blessed. There's no nekuda, there's no point in Avram of lack of bracha, because Yishmael was mufko, was excluded from being the seed of Avram. So that means that only Yitzchak is the seed, and Memela, there is going to be a promise on the creation of Am Yisrael from Avram only through Yitzchak, because only he is the true seed of Avram. And for that, you need not just a regular girl, even though she's a great girl, she's a super girl, she has a great resume, but rather you need special qualities to cling to Am Yisrael, as we said before. Rachmanim Baishanim and Gom Lechasadim. And such a woman, to choose such a woman, necessitates an Avram who understands the skula of Am Yisrael, the special quality and character of Am Yisrael and what's needed to join Am Yisrael. He has to be the one who is the conductor of the search party, so to speak. He has to find the wife for Yitzchak, and not like Ishmael. What do we do about Ishmael's shidduch? It says in Perek Chaf Aleph, Pasuk Chaf Aleph, Vatikach lo imo isha mebe'er shava. Vatikach lo imo isha mebe'er shava. His mother took for him a woman from Be'er Sheva. Found a nice girl from Be'er Sheva. She saw a pretty Sephardic girl walking down the street in Be'er Sheva. She engaged her in conversation. She saw she's a nice girl. Made an inquiry or three. And she said, this is a good girl for my daughter, for my son Yishmael. And that's it. You don't need too much for that. Maybe she didn't even make inquiries. She just took a wife for her. No big deal. Whoever she takes, that's going to be his wife, Shalom al Yisrael, or Shalom al Yishmael. What do you say to two Arabs that get married? You say you should build a Bayis Neeman, Bi-Yishmael. So that's what they did. They built a Bayis Neeman, Bi-Yishmael. But it's not so with Avram and Yitzchak. Avram was a Zaken in Baba Yamim. And Ziknaso was said to him, Ki Yitzchak Yikari L'chazara. In his old age, he was told that Yitzchak is going to be his seed. And with that, Yishmael was excluded from being his seed. And through this, Avram was blessed Bakol Kipshuto. He was blessed with everything. And also with Gematria Ben. In other words, this Bakol includes his son. And it's not a contradiction to the fact that Avram was given this unlimited bracha, because he has a great son, and the son is also going to be blessed just as his father was. And that's the foundation of Am Yisrael. And therefore, he needs specifically his father to find him a wife. And therefore, because of the word bakol, kipshuto, and bakol, b'gematria, we have the hemshech haparsha. Bakol kipshuto is Avram was blessed with everything. And therefore that includes the ben, b'gematria bakol. And then you have the whole hemshech haparsha of searching for a wife for Yitzchak, which Avram was behind. So we understand that the gematria is shaykh to the pshuto shel mikra, to the bracha bakol, because this includes the ben. So Rem is also to the ben, and therefore Avram Avinu has to find the ben a wife. Later on in the pasuk it says, "Vayivya Yitzchak all Sarah imo, vayikach es Rivka v'tilo Elisha." And Yitzchak took him to his mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rivka. Yitzchak brought her to his mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rivka, and she was his wife. Targum Onkelos says, "Va'ala Yitzchak l'mashkena v'chazav asakin oivda, ka'oivdei Sarah imei v'nasiv yas Rivka." Yitzchak took her to his mother's tent, and he saw that she had good deeds, like the deeds of his mother Sarah, and he took her as a wife. He took Rivka as a wife. L'cha'ora, that's not pshuto shel mikra. Here we're not talking about her maisim, as Targum Onkelos says, rather the fact that he took her into the tent. So why does Targum Onkelos take the trouble to be mafarish the pasuk shelo pshuto shel mikra and start talking about tents and maisim ka'ovdei Sarah? Look in the Perish Mini Targuma and in the Perish Nisina Lager, and I didn't look there, but I'm sure I hope to look there, in the Sefer of Rabbi Dr. Rafi Posen. There's a very beautiful Sefer on Onkelos. I think it's called Parshegen, 3 volumes. He used to live near me in the Rova Yehudi. He was Nifter. He's Herschel Schechter's Chutn. Anyway, so he devoted his life to the study of Onkelos, so I'm sure that he has a commentary on this. In any event, so that's Targum Onkelos, and in Rashi he explains, "Ola Sarah Imo, vayavo Ola varei Sarah Imo." He went to the tent, and it was Sarah his mother. Kolomer v'nasis dugma Sarah Imo. She was a dugma. She was similar to his mother Sarah. As long as Sarah was alive, there was a ner dolek from Erev Shabbos to Erev Shabbos. There was a light that was kindled from Erev Shabbos to Erev Shabbos. There was bracha in her dough, and there was blessing in her bread that she baked, and there was also a cloud on the tent. And when she died, it stopped, says Rashi, and when Rivka came, everything came back. So Rashi is understanding. Rashi says, "Anilo basi alafarish pshuto" in a number of places. So Rashi is trying to explain pshuto shel mikra. Ha'ola Sarah ima. So to the tent of Sarah, his mother, because whatever happened to his mother, whatever his mother had, whatever happened to his mother, it's the same type of tent. In this tent, there was a ner dolek, there was bracha b'yisa, there was an aron kosher ala oel. So that's what happened in the tent of his mother Sarah, and that's what also happened with Rivka. That's how Rashi understands pshuto shel mikra. Targum Onkelos says, no, it's talking about the deeds. So where does it say in the pasuk deeds? So based on what we said, we can explain as follows. Hold on tight. The 3 categories, the 3 miracles, the 3 blessings that Rashi mentioned that took place with Sarah correspond to the 3 simanim that you need to cling to Am Yisrael. And Sarah had them in great quantity and quality. So Baishanim is that a person feels that God is watching him. Like the Ramah says in our Chaim, Siman Aleph, Shivisi Hashem lenegdi tamid. It's busha. And who am I? And that's the cloud over the mountain. That's the Shechina, it says. It says in Har Sinai. So it says Zoa busha, I think in the Dharam Chaf. That's busha. And at Har Sinai there was this divine revelation. That's the Anan. That's the cloud that was also on top of the tent of Sarah. And that's what brings them this busha. She always lived her life as if she's in front of the Shechina. That's Baishanim. Rachmanim. That's Bahargasha B'das. And Gomlei Chasadim. That's B'maisa B'foal. So what's that about? That when a person is able to extend beyond himself, a person is a Rachman, he's able to understand, be margish, and have das, and have understanding and feeling that he has to extend beyond himself. That's mercy. That's Rachmanim. Gomlei Chasadim is when he actually goes ahead and does something about it. So, we have the Ner Dolek, Ner of Shabbos, Ner of Shabbos. What's the Ner? Ner is light. Seichel Havana, like in the comic books, right? When a guy gets an idea, I spent too much time as a child reading comic books. I particularly liked Archie and Richie Rich, especially like Richie Rich. Anyway, so that's the Seichel, the Havana, that's the light, that's the Or. Oraisa, Havana. The light isn't just where it is. It extends beyond himself, just like Rachmanas. Rachmanas of Sarah was that she had this light, this Ner Daluk, Ner of Shabbos, Ner of Shabbos, to be able to extend beyond herself. So this light also, it was miraculously lit from week to week. And that's this light of understanding, to be able to feel and understand the tzar of other people. And also bracha mitzuya b'isa, that she had blessing in her bread. That's lamaisa, that's the gemilus chasadim, that she extended beyond herself to give people bread, beyond her nature. Sarah went beyond the nature of regular people, giving, giving, giving. So those are the three midos, the three miracles that Sarah had, correspond to the three signs. Baishanim is the cloud that you're in front of the Shechina. Chmanim is the light of das, of understanding that other people are in need, feeling that other people are in need, and bracha of giving them extra bread, giving them food. According to this, it would appear that since, like we said, Yitzchak needed a wife who was fitting to cling to Am Yisrael and to be the foundation of Am Yisrael, so she has to have these three qualities. Otherwise, she can't be his wife. She has to have that in her resume. Gomlei Chasadim Baishanim Rachmanim. It says that's Rosh Hashanah's Gever, an honor to say to your Gever. That's a Gever, but here we needed a Geveret. She was a Gomelis Chesed, a Baishanis, and a Rachmanis, and in a Keva de Goifen, a Geveret. So it says Vayiviyah Ola Sarah Imo. Rashi says that she's Sarah Imo. She had the three things that Sarah had. Rivka also had. It's not just telling Sarah's Rivka's Mailas, her great qualities, but it's a hakdama to what it says. It's a preface to what it says afterwards. Vayitiyikachas Rivka v'tihila liisha. Takes Rivka to be his wife. And the condition was that she should have the qualities of Sarah, and therefore she could be the wife of Yitzchak, the Yisod of Klal Yisrael. And Yitzchak saw it was true. We saw the Anan Kosher, etc. Because she had these three qualities. Meila batihila liisha, she became his wife. since he saw she fulfilled the three conditions, that was made her worthy of Tehillah L'Isha. So the ikar isn't that she had the anan and she had the bracha bisin, she had the ner me'erev Shabbos Shabbat, rather the qualities. That these were a reflection of these qualities. In other words, that she had the maisim of Sari Meinu. So you have the Pshuto Shel Mikra of Rashi, who says that these three simanim, that's what he saw b'Pshuto. And then you have the Onkelos who tells us the Omek HaPshat. The Omek HaPshat is, I had these three signs, these three miracles of the cloud and the bread and the light. Erev Shabbos, because her deeds were like the deeds of Sarah. So it's all one and the same. And therefore, Tehillah L'Isha, and therefore she was worthy of being his wife. Just as a little bit of dessert, another way to explain the Ben B'Gematria is that, as we mentioned earlier, Eliezer had a daughter, and Eliezer was Dola Mashkim B'Toras Rabbo. So why not take her? She's more chashuv than a girl from a house of Obdi Abba Zara. But like Chazal say, Ein Or Mizdabik B'Baruch. And this Baruch is Avram Avinu. That we're Am Segula. We have these special qualities. When we tzad skula zu, we were zocha because we have this skula. Like we were told before Matan Torah that we're an Am Skula. We're zocha to Torah that nobody else is zocha to. And that's why it says in the pasuk, Bakol, and the gematria is Ben. So what's the idea of gematria? Gematria is a Torah Inyan. Gematria relates to the Torah. It's the 28th of the 32 midos that Rabbi Eliezer, the son of Rabbi Yossi Aglili, taught. And numerous Dinei Torah are learned from gematrias. Where would that be? Nazir Hayamid Aleph. Mizeh Yiyeh. We learn from Yiyeh. Yiyeh is Gematria 30. Stam Nazirus Lamed Yom. We also learn Lamed Tes Malachas from a Gematria. Ayin B'Sugi B'Shabbos Daf Ayin Amid Aleph. Also Midas Hahin, that it's 12 lugs. We learn in Menachos 89a from the Gematria. Other limudim we have from Gematrias. So Gematria is Torah, Gematria is Halacha. And that's what the pasuk says, that this son of Avram was his son Gematria, meaning his essence was Torah, meaning that he was blessed. And therefore you have to find the right woman far away. Because Eliezer wasn't Zoche, even though Chazal tell us that afterwards he was Mevatel himself, he was Mevatel his Ratzon, and then he became Baruch. As we discussed in our Sfas Emes Shiur. But in the meantime, Eliezer wasn't worthy because he's not from the nation of Torah. Yitzchak was worthy. Yitzchak needed somebody who has the midas of Baruch, somebody who could take the place of Sarei Meinu. Vein Arum is Dabik B'Baruch. And it says Aru Kanan, so she wasn't, the daughter of Eliezer wasn't worthy. So, Baruch Hashem, B'Siyat Yishmai, halfway of a fellow, we have new Havana into the Parsha. And obviously there is so much more to say. I'm saying you can spend 100 lifetimes just learning Parshas Chai Sarah, as you can spend 100 lifetimes learning every Parsha. And that's the beauty and the greatness of Torah. And we should be Zocha Lilmod L'Lamed, Lishma V'Lasas. The time is called Divrei Sama Torah B'Ahava. Amen v'Amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friend.